medical aid in dying would be just an amazing option for me because it would allow me to say, hey, cancer, this isn't your decision, this is mine. I'm not going to allow you to let me suffer. I'm Danna. I'm 25 years old and I live in Blaine, Minnesota in my family house with my mom and dad. I found out about my diagnosis on Friday the 13th of April, 2018. It had been after months and months of going to different doctors. I lived in Finland at the time. I was a musician. I was playing in an orchestra out of town. One of my ears was blocked, and a couple days later, one side of my nose was blocked. Something just felt off, but I wasn't too worried about it. 6 months later, I went to a specialist, and he saw something was going on. He sent me forward to a surgeon who then told me that you have a tumor, and it's most likely cancer. They got me in for chemo within a couple of weeks. They had me in for scans within a couple of days, a big biopsy surgery. I had my parotid gland removed, which is a salivary gland right by your ear. I came out and looked in the mirror and my face was half paralyzed. That was really, really hard. When I moved back to the States, it was no longer for curative care, it was for palliative care. And all of a sudden it was a question of quantity or quality of life and what were my priorities. And my doctors have always been really willing to have those discussions with me and give me the options. I could do a more intense chemo if I want to have a poorer quality of life, but more days left on this earth. Or I could do what I'm doing right now, which is a fairly easy maintenance chemo. It might give me fewer days, but my quality of life is amazing right now, and I'm really grateful for that. I hope you can see that. For me, it's really important to be able to make my own decisions. Cancer took away a lot of the power, if not all the power I felt like I had in making decisions and ruling my life. So it's been really important to take that back step by step and just in little ways as much as I can. To Minnesota's legislators, I want you to know that medical aid in dying is a choice for me. It doesn't have to affect you or your loved ones. But I should be allowed that choice. I don't know that I would necessarily utilize medical aid in dying if it were legal here in Minnesota, but I know I definitely want to live to see myself have the choice of medical aid in dying. Everyone deserves that.